So where exactly do I start in this video? Where do I start? I could start a lot of places because I have a lot of topic I could go over in this video. But we're gonna focus on the game solely today. You probably saw it. I'm pretty sure most of you did. The Giants lost, was it 24-3 to the Seattle Seahawks on primetime Monday Night Football, bringing the Giants record to 1-3. It's hopeless trying to have hope for this team every year, and they just come at you with the worst, basically. So where do I start? For starters, the defense actually did not play, bad tonight. They didn't play bad at all. Maybe I'm just trying to get a moral victory out of this, and maybe they did, but for what I saw, the defense genuinely did not play bad tonight. They kept us to the game for as long as they could, but then the offense kept screwing up, and in the end, we lost. But I think y'all know what I really want to get into. Let's talk about that offense. 11 sacks. 11 sacks from a team that came into this game with one of the worst pressure ratings in the league. Bottom 10 at causing pressure against the QB. Bottom 10. Bottom 10. And they just had an historic evening versus us. 11 sacks. Not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, not six, not seven, not eight, not nine, not 10. 11 sacks as a team. As a team. I'm going to remind you once again, this was a team that came into this game bottom 10, bottom 5, I think, at causing pressure against the QB. 27th pressure rating in the league. And they had 11 sacks versus us. And guess what? We were 16th in the league at causing pressures. And we were facing a team that basically had backup O-linemen almost everywhere. And I think we had one, maybe two sacks. How does that make any sense? How? Our defense played good, like I said, but the fact that they had 11 sacks compared to our one is absolutely crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It really is. What else I don't understand? This defense was one of the worst in the leagues against the pass. One of the worst. Bottom 5. Also like that. We didn't even score a single touchdown. Not a single one. Versus one of the worst teams against the pass. This is how bad our offense is. We couldn't score a single touchdown versus one of the worst passing defenses in the league. Not a single one. Not a single one. You couldn't put Jalen Hyde up the middle. Wandale Robinson was wide open. And then you got Denny checkdowns who decided to run out of bounds and didn't even try to score the touchdown. He ran out of bounds. That's all Daniel Jones is good for. Either he's going to check it down or run out of bounds and not try to get to somebody downfield. And y'all can put that O-line mess. I don't care anymore. I'm sick of hearing that excuse. I'm sick of hearing his O-line. I'm sick of all that. Was the O-line bad tonight? Oh, for sure. Yeah, it was terrible. It was god-awful. One of the worst I've ever seen. Does that mean Daniel Jones should get a pass for how he played tonight? Absolutely not. No matter how you shape it, no matter how you talk about how the O-line played, Daniel Jones was awful tonight. He was awful. Awful. No matter how you shape it, I don't care if the O-line was bad, because it was. But at the end of the day, you cannot sit here and say Daniel Jones, despite the O-line play, was good tonight in any way, shape, or form. And you cannot excuse him. You can't. You can't do any of that. You can't. $40 million. We paid this guy $40 million. And look at the results so far. 6 touchdowns. 2 touchdowns to 6 interceptions. 6 interceptions. And y'all fans want to keep bringing up Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow has somewhat of an excuse. He plays behind a bad O-line and he's playing with a calf injury. And for one, he is still getting criticism despite the injury and despite that weak O-line he's playing with. But here's the thing, I'm not a Bengals fan. Yes, I might be an analyst who comments on everything, but at the end of the day, I'm a Giants fan first. So my comments are going to be towards Daniel Jones before any other quarterback. You know why? Because he's on my team. I have to watch him every week, so I'm going to have an opinion about him every single week. I might watch the Bengals on primetime, but here's the thing. If the Giants are playing, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to watch the Giants. I don't pay attention to the Bengals like that. As an analyst, yes, I go over every game now and then so I can do my recaps. But as a Giants fan, I only mostly pay attention to the Giants when I have to. I don't pay attention to what Joe Burrow is doing down in Cincinnati. I mostly pay attention to what Daniel Jones is doing down in East Rutherford, New Jersey, New York, whatever you want to call it. And as of right now, Daniel Jones has not played like a franchise QB. It's hard to say if he even is a franchise QB because we have this talk every single year. We have this talk every single year. We have this talk. If Daniel Jones that guy, is he not? We had this, in his first year. We thought he was that guy. Second year, we thought he maybe not be that guy. Maybe he is. Third year, okay, he may not be that guy. He maybe is. Fourth year, okay, he may be that guy. Maybe he's not. He's on his fifth year, all right? He had his fifth year option decline. Okay, his fourth year, he definitely is that guy. We're now into his fifth year in the league. And we're still trying to decide if Daniel Jones is that guy or not. Is he the franchise quarterback? I think it's safe to say that Daniel Jones is not the franchise quarterback for the Giants. We're going to continue to have these discussions every single year. Every single year. It's not going to stop. It's not going to stop at all. It might not stop. Even if I say all this, the bad throws, the bad reads, the underthrows, everything I talk about that he did tonight, here's what y'all going to do. Y'all are going to continue to bring up an excuse for him. Even as I said, the O-line played bad. They didn't play bad. Y'all are going to continue to somehow bring up an excuse for them. Listen, are we going to do this the whole season? Every time Daniel Jones struggles, it was the O-line's fault. It's the O-line's fault. Can't blame him. It was the O-line's fault. Can't blame DJ. It was the O-line's fault. We cannot do this the whole season. We can't do this the whole season. I promise you we can't do this the whole season. It's not going to work the whole season. At some point, either he can't play behind the O-line at all, no matter how bad or good it is, or he's just not that guy. He's just going to have to deal with it. And people even if I say bring up guys like Joe Burrow, Eli Manning, and all those guys, you're just going to say, but he had good receivers. So no matter what I say, it's going to be an excuse for Daniel Jones. Some of y'all will even put blame on Brian Daboll, Joe Shane, for how Daniel Jones is playing. No, y'all don't want to give Daniel Jones a single negative comment. Y'all just want to keep giving him excuses. And that's the issue with him. I'm going to promise y'all this. If you're still watching this video, I'm going to break down film. Whether the film comes out Tuesday, Wednesday, it should be out by one of those days. I'm going to break down film so I can break down and analyze a lot of stuff that DJ did wrong in this game. So make sure you stay tuned for that. I'm going to do one of my first film breakdowns in this channel. So people can stop saying, O-line was everything. Like, the O-line was bad, but stop making it seem like DJ is completely blameless in every game we lose when the O-line is bad. Every quarterback, no matter how good he is, no matter how good he's going to have some blame in the loss. No matter how perfect he plays. In some cases. I should probably rephrase that. Anyways, y'all need to stop making excuses for this dude every time, bro. I understand the O-line is bad, but DJ is making mistakes of his own. The O-line's making mistakes, and he's making mistakes. Just like the Jets, Zach Wilson makes mistakes, and so does the O-line. Like, as bad as we don't like Jets fans, when Zach Wilson makes a mistake, you're going to hear about it from Jets fans, because they're not afraid to do it. They don't let them make excuses for their QB. Even with the Falcons, their O-line was pretty bad too. Well, here's the thing. When Desmond Ridder is bad, you're going to hear about it, and they're not going to make excuses for him. And we need to stop doing that for Daniel Jones, no matter how bad this O-line is. Admit he makes mistakes. Stop trying to coddle him. Stop trying to say, the O-line is bad every time. And just admit he made a mistake. He's just not playing good right now. And that's simply the case right now. So when I go back and watch film, when I go back on that interception that he threw to Paris Campbell, he was trying to throw to Paris Campbell. That was on Evan Neal. I remember that. Whenever I go back on that interception where he was under pressure, just take the sack or throw it away. I remember that. And I once again blame it on Evan Neal. He threw the interception. When I look at that throw where Wandale Robinson was wide open, I'll make sure I blame it on Evan Neal because Evan Neal was somehow in the way and he caused him to, throw that ball the way it was. So I remember that. But honestly, I have nothing more about to say about the online that I've never said before. The defense, y'all did what y'all had to do in this game. I can't really, give y'all, any hate. It wasn't pretty, but y'all did what y'all could in this game. Everybody else, you played terribly. Mike Kafka has to go. I'm not still sold on Wink Martindale. He might have to go too. Honestly, anybody on that coaching staff not named Brian Dable at this point could go, and I could care less at this point, especially Bobby Johnson. He needs to go out of the most out of all people. I've had it with this team. I really have. So, 10 minutes and 46 minutes ranting on this team, bro. This team has given me the most depression, the most anxiety that anything in my life has given me. Because I'm not in a relationship, so that hasn't given me, depression or anything like that. It's been the Giants. Out of anything giving me depression. I gotta chill out tonight, man. I gotta chill out. I'm losing it. Score a single touchdown versus the worst passing team defense in the league. Let the team with one of the bottom 5 pressure ratings get 11 sacks. 5 of those were pretty much when the game was over, by the way. So somebody else mentioned that. So I give up, man. I don't even know what to say anymore. At this point, I'm almost glad that I have to work the Dolphins game so I don't have to be forced to watch it in some type of way. I'm glad. I don't want to hear no excuse for Daniel Jones tonight. I don't want to hear any of that. He played bad. That's all you can leave it at. He played terribly. If I see somebody making excuses, I'm going to rip my head off tonight. I might just do it. I'm also going to put this out here, and maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm not, but you cannot sit here and tell me every time Daniel Jones drops back to pass, by the time he's under pressure, you mean to tell me that he doesn't have enough zip on his throws to find the open receiver? Because you cannot sit here and tell me every time Daniel Jones drops back to pass, and by the time he's under pressure, there's nobody open. You cannot sit here and tell me that. There's no way you can sit here and tell me every time he drops back the pass, there's not a single person open. I refuse to believe that. Anyways, I'm going to chill out right after my head burst. Y'all already know what to do. If you're new to this channel, go and subscribe to my channel. Tap the bell icon. Follow all my social media down below in the description. Y'all know what to do after that. And I'll see y'all guys in the next video. Hopefully, if I make it to my next video. And peace out.
Mask gon' fuck it, 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 mask got 50 like Zan Randolph tryna blast off, he wasn't in the face. In my way, for a nigga better go pray. I'ma send killer where he stay. Walking down a little nigga, a minor with a micro Drake. The drop we score, nigga, no one play.